Hello YouTubers, this is Luis from On-Site Towing and Recovery in Middletown, New York. This is going to be video number 2 on our motor club reviews. And just so everybody knows, this is my personal reviews and my personal experiences. You might have a better experience with motor club than I do. Depends geographically where you are. But anyways, so today's review is going to be on Allstate Roadside Assistance Services. I am a new provider for Allstate. We just signed up with them in January. After years of submitting our application, I ended up running into the zone manager at the Baltimore Tow Show, and shortly thereafter, we ended up signing up with them. So, dispatchers. Dispatchers are a big part to me about some of these motor clubs. A lot of these dispatchers are horrible. They don't have the answers to simple questions to you. So that really annoys me, especially when they gotta hang up with me and call me back. It can get very tiresome and time consuming. So anyway, Allstate's dispatchers are one of the better dispatchers that I've come across. They tend to have information such as whether the car goes into neutral, how many passengers they are, so on and so forth. Landmarks, if you can't exactly find a street, they'll give you some kind of landmark to work with. And that's what I like about the dispatchers. The dispatchers are also very friendly. They don't get all agitated when you start bombarding them with questions and so on and so forth. The other thing I like about Allstate is that if you have to call back, and very rarely do I ever have to call back, you tend to get the same dispatcher that assigned you the call. Whereas at Gero, you'll never get the same dispatcher again. So that's one thing that I like about Allstate. As far as dispatching goes, out of a scale of 1 to 10, I rate them at a 7. Now, rates. The rates with Allstate, you're not going to get your retail rates with most motor clubs, especially when you're contracted, but the rates are probably one of the better rates out there. So as far as rates go, I will rate them at a 6. We all want our retail rates, but at the end of the day, if you're going to be contracted with a motor club, you're not going to get them. But they get a 6 in terms of rates. Could be better, but like I said, they are probably 25% higher than, let's say, a Gero or a Nation Safe Driver, so on and so forth. The billing department. Now, their billing department is actually pretty good. Very rarely do they ever short me on anything. And they're quick to pay. Their billing department's open 5 days a week, and I believe it's from 9 to 5. If you submit a bill on Monday, it'll be processed by Tuesday, and you'll probably be getting the direct deposit Wednesday or Thursday, which is very, very nice. And a big thing, sometimes when I submit a bill to like a Gero or urgently, and it gets audited, it can be 2, 3, 4 weeks. I've seen months go by before I even get paid. So as far as their billing department, I rate their billing department at an 8. They are one of the better billing departments out there for motor clubs. One thing that you have to watch with Allstate is you have to ask questions whether the customer is covered. I've noticed with Allstate they have a lot of coverage limits. Sometimes $125, sometimes $250, sometimes they're unlimited, so on and so forth. So before you accept the call, make sure to ask one of the most important questions: is the member covered in full? The other thing that I'm not a big fan of Allstate is winching. They'll tell you that the member is covered, but then when you go to call in and say, listen, I'm going to need about 2 hours of winching, the dispatcher will tell you, well, they're only covered for a half hour of winch time, 1 man, 1 truck. Anything else has to come out of the customer's pocket. And a lot of times, the customer is under the impression that they're covered in full, so when you tell them they got to pay it out of pocket, it can become a big hassle, so on and so forth. So I don't like winching for Allstate. I actually don't do any winching for Allstate after having 2 or 3 issues with that type of scenario of the customer not being covered in full. So overall, I would rate Allstate an 8. They are one of the better motor clubs that I find to work with, and I will continue to be a provider for them. And I'm hoping that this video helps anybody out there that's considering signing up with Allstate. And that's pretty much all I got for you. Slow down, move over. Please subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.